Are you staying hydrated today? You need to drink your water. I'm not trying to be a bother, but hydration is important. Your body is absorbent, just like a tampon.
Hi everybody. Hello. Thank you for the hydrate. I'm not gonna stream for long because I do have to get ready for work. And at the same time, this is probably what I could only think of doing before work because mental has not been great. And probably gonna see if I can send messages to my therapist, but the brain has not been kind to me. Work was hard. Things were said that normally would roll off, you know, like water's off a duck's wing. But for some reason it hit a lot harder than before. I've always had insecurities about my voice, whether singing or talking. Hell, I even had to go through vocal therapy to oh my gosh. Interimo ad appare dorime. Ameno. Rosemary, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, Raiders. For those that don't know me, my name is DJ Farah. I'm Friday streaming. Welcome to Chaos, welcome to Welcome to Vibes, welcome to Wonderland. How's stream? How's Minecraft? And Zio Error, thank you so much for the follow as well. Arigatou gozaimasu. Irashimasu. Welcome to Wonderland Entertainment here, where everyone say that could happen. Hi. Hi. I'm just here for conversation. Yes, the Moshi model. It's the Moshi model. I had to get my hands on it. I think it's very, very cute. Smiles. Nah, I'm just here just being able to, like, I guess have a conversation. Stitchy! Maxo, thank you so much for 10 streak. Insane. Wow. But please, if you need to do any after stream care, the hydration, snackies, EPs, all the above, please go do so. Thank you, Abby. Though I have a hard time trying to believe it. Yesterday at work was hard. Yeah, the mental's been kind of low. And I woke up and it was like, this is the only thing I could think of doing. You know, try to get my day somewhat started before I get ready for work. But yesterday at work was hard. Because the depression is hitting really, really hard right now. It's okay. I'll come up better afterwards, I guess. But this is all I could think of, like, doing. One of my coworkers, he's an annoyance. And I've said it to his face. I don't really hide things from people because why would you want to shy away from something that you honestly think of? It was just so he would stop talking to me. And you would think that he would, but no. No. He leans in on it. Hi, JPZ. And I was already having kind of a bad day because I was like, you know, I was questioning my entire being. But, you know, I kept reassuring myself, you know, things are okay. And then he said, in passing, because one thing I like to do on the table is, you know, sing songs to pass the time. And he said that my voice wasn't all that. And I don't know why. That hit harder than anything I could think of. Because he started making fun of my voice on top of it. And I told him that he needs to really stop. But he didn't. And I wanted to cry right then and there, but I don't cry at work. I try my best not to cry at work, because no one else deserves his tears. But in that moment, I wanted to stop singing. I wanted to stop music overall. Because then he started praising another coworker singing, and was like, well, this person was from another shift doing overtime, and I love her singing too because she sounds really good. But no one should be comparing other people's voices. But I just wanted to stop singing. I was about to just make up my mind of, you know, stop singing or maybe just minimize my talking overall. Most of my bits that I have as a dealer is singing little songs and little jingles for certain hands, but I thought of just giving that up because, well, my voice isn't all that. Did you say anything to any higher-ups? I couldn't. My higher-ups were nowhere to be found. And I was like, oh, okay. And I didn't want to say anything to my friends. Because I didn't want to be a burden. I was worried about being a burden. I don't want to bother too many people. I really do appreciate your compliments, everybody. But I think I'm going to try to minimize my singing for a while. 'Cause I can't really honestly in my heart feel like singing right now. Because I really just feel horrible about everything. Thinking that it's hurting other people, but something that's not talented or unskilled. And I want to work harder on it. But right now, I can't really think about singing. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to break out in tears right now. I do agree that he's an idiot. He really is stupid. Because he tries to start arguments, and then when, you know, when people try to like establish like a common ground and try to have a conversation, he then just calls them a gaslighter because he wants to be right. And I don't think he knows what gaslighting is. I don't think he's stopping me yet, but I don't think I want to be able to sing for a while. It's hard. Go sing louder than he speaks. He's just a very loud person. Plus, also, I do like listening to my other coworkers sing as well. They always sound so beautiful. I prefer listening to them because I only have like a limited soundtrack in my brain, so I always keep going back to the same songs. And they always have so many amazing songs they sing, and they do amazing riffs. And it sounds so good. I used to remember the days when they were like trying to say that I'm just a Disney princess incarnate because I always sang Disney songs. Bunny princess. That should be like art in the future. It just feels like life is throwing so many lemons, and just when I think I made just enough for lemonade, it throws more and I have to keep finding the sugar. I got plenty of water, clearly, because of these tears, but it's really hard finding the sugar to make lemonade. All I got is a shit ton of lemons. No, I have to go back to work and listen to him again. I don't wanna.
Dorime, interrimo ad appare dorime, ameno.
Lunar Nova, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, Raiders. For those who don't know me, my name is DJ Fira. I'm a variety streamer. Welcome to Chaos, welcome to Welcome to Vibes, welcome to Wonderland. How's the stream? How's the vibe? How's everything? Thank you so much for the follow as well, darling. Arigatou gozaimasu. Yoroshimasu, welcome to Wonderland. For the time here, if there's anything that can happen. Today is kind of an awkward day. All I could think about was streaming a little bit. I had a hard day at work yesterday. I have to go back tonight. But I just wanted to spend time to talk to people. We are up in the fields here, deep in the fields. Fair warning. Thank you, Milo. Is it Milo or Milo? But yeah, we are deep in the fields. I hope you had fun with Minecraft. I can only watch Minecraft from afar. Minecraft gives me motion sickness. It's weird, it's stupid. But I know that Minecraft could be such an amazing experience. Report that bastard to HR. HR does jack shit. HR does things for the company. They're not gonna care about feelings. Feelings? Psh. How are they gonna be able to deal with feelings? Report that bitch to the local gang scene. No, I just moved to a nicer area. There is no gang scene. Or at least my naive bun doesn't think so. But we're deep in feels right now. But I know things will get better. Just right now, it's hard. I don't think I'll be singing them for a while. Because I think it hit me more on a psychological level than I thought. The reason why I say this is not because too much of choice, but when I did try to sing, nothing came out. My voice couldn't come out at all. So when I did try, that's why I think it hit me harder than before. So for a while I don't think I'll be able to sing for a while. I don't know. I think Automod doesn't like even theoretical threats. You gotta remember positive things, yeah. I try, but nothing comes out. And I don't want to create problems or anything. I already know my entire shift doesn't like this one dude. In fact, I think all 3 shifts don't like him. All 3 shifts don't like him. He's an annoyance to everybody. Because he does overtime and all 3 shifts don't like him. He's like, oh, you hate me. And I was like, I don't hate you. You just annoy me. Hate's too strong of a word. I only hate 6 people in my life. And he doesn't have the... I don't want to give him the energy he warrants. I say deeply dislike. What do you guys think? Do you have like select choice words whenever you... Because I think words have a lot of deep meanings. So... I'm not particularly in preference of trying to say hate when it comes to people. Because that's too strong. It's too strong of a word. I wouldn't think twice. Also, Lunar Nova, if you're still here, if you need to do any stream aftercare, as well as the viewers who rated in, thank you so much for rating in, by the way. If you need to do any stream aftercare, the hydration, snackies, EPs, all the above, please go do so. We'll still be here for a little while. Oh no, not dark at all. Yeah, no. Guy is just annoying. I always prefer the honesty. People say that I'm not a burden. But I always worry that along my friends, I worry that I'm just forgettable. Because if one person's able to say that, I hate caring so much. Because I really shouldn't care what he thinks. But I hate that I care so deeply. Because everything always hurts more than it should. And it really shouldn't matter. Yeah. It's something I need to work on. Ugh, my nose. And I know for a fact that once I'm done with the stream and I leave this room, and when I'm about to have to go drive, my other coworkers are gonna be like, "Oh, Fear, are you okay?" And it's like, I'm fine. But I'm sure they'll probably notice that I have stopped singing entirely. They're like, "Oh, Fear, where's the song?" So it's like, just not today. Ugh, my nose. I always get so stuffy. I cry. Get tissues. But make sure you guys get the snackies or hydrations and stuff. And again, I'm sorry about being deep in the fields. It's the only thing I can think of without feeling like I'm bothering people. I don't want to bother my housemates with this. They're already stressed with a lot of things as is. And I don't want to bother them. Even if while they're being my best friends, I don't want to bother them. And that's why I try not to message too many people when things are really, really bad. Because if it's something I should be able to handle on my own, it's something I should be able to handle. I'm gonna see if I can steal away to grab a box of tissues before one of my roommates notice that I am crying my eyes out, and they're gonna ask, and then I can't hide shit. Ugh. Not me seeing one of my housemates hunched over his phone at the kitchen table. No. My nose. Muriel, please don't let a single doubt make you forget who you are. Incredibly special, deeply vibrant, absolutely unforgettable to the people who truly see you. I'm normally the therapist friend. You bring so much light into this world. I'm so grateful to have you in my life. You matter immensely to me. I'm right here with you. Thank you, James. I think I need to retake the personality test again. Because before, I was listed as an ENFT, if I remember correctly. ENFT. But I think so much has changed over the years because I don't feel extroverted. I don't feel that extroverted. It's true, it's difficult to forget amazing people, and in my opinion, you're very amazing. Oh, thank you, Tail. Bartender Tail, thank you. There's this manga that I always go back to. It's a comfort, but it definitely feels like something I would feel in this moment. The manga's called I Am Here. It's like this jumbo manga series I had. And I might have to order it again because I can't remember where I placed it. But I definitely feel how the main character feels. Small. And trying to weather a very, very difficult storm. Now, my love life is in shambles. It's difficult holding on so much of emotions. My alarm went off. 8:30. I want my music back. I was wondering where it went. And one of the things is that at the beginning of the series of I Am Here, it's just this small girl who just wants to be found. Unfortunately, people forget about her. They say they try not their best not to. It's like, oh, I didn't forget your name or anything, but they would call her by the wrong name. And she'd be forgotten about. Even after she thinks that she made genuine friends. It's not like she's not making any efforts trying not to be forgotten about. But it just seems like people forget. There's a theoretical love interest here and there, and at the end of the day, she's able to bond more with her classmates and show people that she's here. Right now, I just feel like I'm still at the beginning of the book. That's where I'm at right now, or where it feels like I'm at right now. I feel like I'm still at the beginning of the story. still going through my story, but it still feels like I'm at the beginning still. Where trying my best. Just to try to be memorable. And one of the things that I know I said I would do, at least with my friends, is I would try to work on myself. And that's why I'm going to therapy. The depresso hits hard. Ah. I have to make sure I don't have any of these tears for work. I wonder if they posted the schedule early. But I hope he's not working today. I don't want to deal with his shenanigans. I also learned one of my best friends is also not going to be talking to him for a while because I want to sing along with the song so bad. But I just tried. I just tried to sing and nothing came out. I'm trying, Chad. I'm trying really hard. I'm trying, I really am. I don't want it to interfere with my idol work. I want to try to work hard on trying to get my voice back. But it's strange and scary to try to sing and yet nothing comes out. it just feels like a core part of me just kind of disappeared. I think I'll be using the phrase "I'm fine" for a while. Cheers to you, CD? What's the cheers to you, CD? I'm still learning to love myself. As myself. And I've been slowly coming to love that. At least being able to love myself, which is great. Apart from loving myself, I love others too. And I just want people I care about to be happy. That's all I want. I want the people around me to be happy. And I don't want my state of emotions to bother them too much to ruin it. I guess that's why I don't really try to talk too much about it. At least with them. Why I don't... I try to make sure that everyone else is fine. My brain was swirling with a bunch of different things when I got home, but I was able to sleep it off. You know, trying to sleep away the problems, but the worst part about trying to escape to dreams is when you have to wake up. Right now, I know one of my goals is try to love reality instead of trying to still be in love with dreams. But to have dreams, just can't make them your entire world. Because otherwise we'd be asleep for too long. Part of me just doesn't want to go to work. Now you're calling me Lola Bunny. I'm not even close to Lola Bunny. I guess right now I'm just trying to compose myself in a way. And some say that I have a support network. It's really small. But even so, I don't want to bother anybody. Sometimes I wonder, would they notice if I locked myself in my room more? Notice if I become more closed off? Or would they not care? Would they remember? Would they remember the small things like I do? Or at the end of the day, I just cared too much? And I'm not gonna end anything, no. I love life too much. I'm not gonna end anything. I learned that lesson a long time ago. I guess it's one of my small wishes. Small, tiny wish. The people I care about notice the small things like I do. And celebrate them in kind. But it's just a small wish. A small wish that I'm not sure is ever gonna come true. But it's okay. I've already accepted that fact a long time ago. It's just a small wish. know. But choosing how I live in the world is hard, I guess. When I was younger, I thought I dreamed big. I dreamed big in terms of trying to make a difference in the world. I used to want to become a veterinarian. Worked hard and then realized I just couldn't do it. Why do you make yourself sound old? Because I condensed all my years. Hell, I tried to work hard for like 5 years to get a degree that turned out to be so different because at the end of it all, I just wanted to pass college. I wanted to graduate with a degree of some form. Didn't matter what degree at that point, even if it wasn't the degree I wanted. And even if I tried, and here I am, not even in the same field of what I study. There's some days I just keep my mouth shut. Well, Powder 12, thank you so much for the follow. Arigatou gozaimasu. Yorashimasu, welcome to Wonderland of Time here where everything was anything can happen. I'm not that amazing, but thank you for thinking so. I can relate to that to an extent. Understandable. That's the fun part. Everyone decides what they consider amazing. Yeah. Never had a prom due to COVID, so you're better than I am at least. Prom's overrated. Prom is definitely overrated. I used to remember thinking back when I was in high school that it was everything. It was gonna be a magical night, just like how it showed in High School Musical. But definitely overrated and also disappointing, because they hype it up and then you're like, what are you doing? Wait a minute, you said arigato. Are you Japanese? Or I am American-born Chinese who has learned a variety of languages and still learning to this day. I am simultaneously learning Japanese as well as American Sign Language. I have learned, to an extent, Mandarin, just enough to be able to speak with my grandmother. Let's go! And I have a book to study from. And flashcards. Volpa! Welcome in, Volpa. Yorashimasu. Welcome to Wonderland. Hope you enjoy your time here where everything was anything can happen. Thank you so much for the follow. Arigatou gozaimashita. Marugoto? I'm trying learning English for Sensei Joel Inui's YouTube videos. I never understood how you managed to learn so much with that small brain. I should be smarter, but I'm not. I think Japanese. I've just done small daily things when it comes to at least learning sign language, especially since I think right now it's really difficult, at least in my brain, trying to that was a letter for R. I've been trying to fingerspell a lot better. I want to make you blush pinker than Princess Bubblegum. Oh, Kimwa. Broskies, we all got small brains. I learned Japanese and sometimes I can't even English. English is a stupid language. Cause it makes 0 sense. What do you mean that we're saying that the baby goat version of baby goats are kids? But also kids also means human children. To be fair, English is a combination of 2 languages. So true. Yes, English is so weird. How are you gonna tell me why it's not a vowel, right? It's a consonant, even though it's not a hard consonant. It's a soft consonant. What do you mean they're soft consonants? Technically 3, arguably 5, yeah. Here's the thing, also English that we know today is technically quote-unquote slang to the quote-unquote Old English, and Old English is even a butchered version of multiple languages. What do you mean there are many ways to pronounce A? A? Ah? Even the English rules kind of suck too. What do you mean I before E except after C? What happened to the word weird? Weird doesn't follow that word, the rule. The word weird doesn't follow that. I before E, but if you spell weird, it's E before I. English has rules, it breaks its own rules. It tries to have rules. The idea of rules are just suggestions at this point. I think that's gonna make my go-to topic tonight, is talking about how weird English is. Rules are meant to be broken. Like buildings. Or people. The Brits had a war because they didn't agree how to call cows. It's an ox, it's a cow. To be fair, Weird is a modern English word introduced by Shakespeare. He grabbed it from German and misspelled it, and the meaning was misunderstood like 100 years later. Understood. Just go moo. They had a war over that. How stupid the wars are now. This sign language app that I'm learning from really complicates things. Because I'm learning finger spelling and I've gotten better at it, as well as like reading it in a way. I don't know how else you could read the spelling when you sign. Why are you telling me I have to spell out the word homogeneous? I'm thinking, oh, it's gonna tell me how to spell certain things. I'm like, surely certain things, yeah. I was like, read this, and I'm like, okay, reading it, spelling it slowly. I'm like, homogeneous? I'm used to people telling me, it's like, oh, this is how you spell apple. Fuck apple, here's homogeneous. Here's expressway. Who uses expressway nowadays? I think French is the hardest to learn. I know after watching an episode of What the Fuck France by Paul Taylor where he spoke about the language. Fun fact, talking about how weird wars in French. Isn't French also the language where they assign trash cans genders? If it's a male or female trash can? And then how do you address it? A French pastry chef living in Mexico City claimed his shop was looted and destroyed by Mexican officers. He demanded massive compensation from the Mexican government. France used this as a pretext to blockade Mexico's Gulf Coast and demand a widely inflated payout of 600,000 pesos. What the fuck? Countries are weird. That's stupid. There are so many times I want to call some of my coworkers stupid. Because I already break so many rules already, and I'm over here trying to be a good nugget, and I'm like, don't pull me in your stupidity. For example, some of them are anti-vaxxers, or they don't believe in autism. And I'm like, oh. Me with my autistic ass. I was like, oh. Okay. Or he's like, oh, people are claiming to be autistic, but I have 2 autistic brothers, so they're just self-diagnosing. And I'm like, autism is not the same for everybody. That's why it's called a spectrum. There's a lot of different ways that autism presents itself. And I'm like, I don't know how to break this down to you, baby guy. But whatever soapbox you're on, it needs to be taken down. Get off from that soapbox. And then you also have like coworkers who are openly sexist, and I'm like, It's getting late for me. Good night. Stay autistic. Exactly. Thank you. Have a good night, bartender Tails. Sweet dreams, jelly beans, everything in between. Let me sleep well and your dreams be as blissful as you are. Thank you for being here. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. If vaccines make autism, then all Eastern Europeans must be autistic because vaccines were obligatory. Goddamn. I have a woman at work, she could kick most guys' ass. She got huge muscles and the most friendly woman ever. Aww. I love that. I want to sing. I want to sing. Nothing comes out when I try. I think it's just a psychological thing. I took a harder blow from my coworker's comment than I thought, because every single time I try to, nothing comes out. Another weird word. I have to get ready for work. I don't want to go to work. I want to call out. But I can't afford that. I have to work really hard for my rent and bills and my plane ticket. So then I'm able to see my friends as well as my family when I head over to California in July. Off Kai! Which is also one of the small announcements I want to say. Like, hey, if anyone's planning to go to Off Kai, I'll be there. They claim they started a war because of a bucket? The stupid. It's gotta be hot. I always had stupid stuff for stupid reasons. Oh, it's gonna rain tomorrow. Joy. It's gonna be hot and it's gonna be raining tomorrow. So much joy. Been raining here for days. I even cycled under the rain at night. Bro, it rained one night. Like a thunderstorm. It's like, oh, okay, it's slight rain. And all of a sudden, my car was hit by a wall of water. A wall of water, okay, chat? And after the wall of water, I was like, oh. You know, it's just rain. And then there was thunder, and it was lightning, and I hated it because I'm scared of thunder and lightning. I was like on my wheel of the car. I was like, no, I gotta hold on. I'm driving, and I'm driving other people to work too. I can't do this. And then I was like, okay, I'll drive you guys to the front because I don't want you guys to get too wet. And it's like, oh, you have an umbrella. And I was like, bro, the umbrella didn't do jack shit. I still ended up soaked. I got soaked. I parked in the parking lot, and as soon as I tried to head into work, the water came up to my knees. And I was like, how did the water get this flooded? The entirety from my pant leg and my shoes were just drenched and soaked. My shoes were filled with water. And they're saying, oh, you had an umbrella, you're still dry. No, I wasn't. My shirt was also soaked. I was like, user error. I was like, how did... I had to get out of the car in order to open the umbrella. I couldn't open the umbrella in the car. It was free water. I had to walk through essentially an ocean. Shallow waters, but still felt like an ocean. And by the time morning came, it was all gone. Like nothing happened before. And I walked out with an umbrella. And they're like, why do you have an umbrella? I was like, it rained last night. It rained last night? We had warnings on our phone about flash flood advisory. They looked at me as if I did experience what I experienced, except there was multiple people who experienced it, so I wasn't the only one. I wasn't crazy. I wasn't crazy, I swear, chat. I liked rain better when I wasn't carrying 1.3k dollars of electronics. Honestly, save. Hi, Sir Pello. How are you? I remember you switched your name. Who's Sarah Connor? $1.3k electronics. What has you have electronics out in the rain? In the rain? Oh, cell phone. Hmm? I think smartphone, no? I think nowadays people call our phones that we have as smartphones, cell phones now rather than a standard quote-unquote cell phone. I think we just call them phones nowadays because of how common everything else is. But I thought it was ironic. I saw a video about this girl who was like, you know, there should be like a house phone where it's like it's all one phone instead of all individual phone. I'm like, you're talking about a landline? A landline? You know, the landline that we all had while we were growing, or at least a lot of us growing up. G and H always get me confused. Because one has one finger while the other doesn't. G is the one finger, H is two. I have to remember that. I should get ready for work. But thank you everybody for being here. I missed the 2010-2012 best years of my life. The 2010s were nice. Chaotic. But they were nice. I still remember when people were thinking 2013 was gonna be the chaotic years. Like, oh no. Alright, we're gonna go raid. Thank you, Avi. I'm gonna go raid Choco. If you're subscribed, copy a sub-raid message. If you're not subscribed, don't worry, we got a regular raid message as well. Don't spoil the raid. You know, I remember what you did last time. You spoiled it and it made me kind of upset. Don't spoil it. It's a surprise. Never spoil raids. It's not good etiquette. I'm gonna raid Choco. I'll see you guys the next stream. Whenever I'm able to. I think we are gonna be able to stream Friday. I think maybe depending if I do or don't do overtime. But thank you all so much for the raise. Thanks for being here. Thank you. Thank you for visiting this small little bun. And at the end of the day, if you haven't heard today, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of all the obstacles you overcome in your journey. And I'm grateful that you decided to stop on here during your adventure. I'll see you guys at another stop. From now on, it's off to another adventure we go in our life. And I'll see you guys at our next pit stop. Wonderland will always be here for you. See you the next time.